Let's talk about the fertilizer specialty. Is it any fun? Does it make much money? Is it even needed on the server? I'm going to try to answer all those questions and more and announce the ECO winner giveaway right now. So let's get right into this. I've taken the fertilizer specialty several times on servers, and overall, I've enjoyed it. But it may not be for everyone. I think this is one of the more casual specialties on an ECO server, meaning that you probably won't be pressed for a hard demand like comes with some of the other specialties, like smelting, where people come to a standstill in their own specialties if you're not always available and making lots of product. That doesn't mean that the fertilizer specialty doesn't play an important role. It does. It just means that the products aren't quite as critical as the products from other specialties. Fertilizers are unlocked very early in the game, right behind some of the most base specialties like mining and logging. The only crafting table you'll really need is the farming table. It's the same one farmers use to produce seeds. You'll just be using it for almost all your fertilizer crafting as well. It can be placed in a very low-level room made of Tier 1 material, which in the latest release is Adobe blocks. This also means you're not relying on anyone else to be able to build your first production room and store. So the bottom line there is that it requires very little to get up and running with the fertilizer specialty. Is the fertilizer specialty any fun? I think one of the cool things about creating the fertilizers is it uses lots of the other things that are considered largely waste products in the game. Dirt, sticks from cutting trees, cut grass and weeds, spoiled food, and even the Adobe blocks that people are trying to find something to do with after they've upgraded their buildings. It feels good to be a place where people can dispose of these things and put them to good use. But does anyone really need these fertilizers, given that I said they're not a high demand item? The answer is yes, pretty much, mostly. Fertilizers do impact the growth of plants, and even though there is a lot of forgiveness in the game for having very low soil nutrients, anybody doing any kind of farming will eventually want a good set of fertilizers to keep their crops growing and at their best. The fertilizer specialty does, though, make more than just fertilizers, and some of those are actually your best moneymakers. There's a black powder recipe, which is used to make dynamite. And from what I've seen on our server, people love to use the dynamite. There's also a research paper, the Modern Agricultural Research. For people to get the skill scrolls and some of the top tier specialties, they're going to have those papers. This research paper is the one exception to using just the farming table. If you want to produce your own Modern Agricultural Research paper, you're going to need a laboratory. And for a laboratory, you need a fairly well-tiered room made of good material, something like reinforced concrete. You can rent a laboratory table from one of your neighbors, but that all depends on the kind of server you're on and how cooperative the players are. In any case, because these research papers are a fairly limited demand, you can charge a good price for them, and you shouldn't be screamed at for price gouging just because you added a 50% markup to the cost of the materials. Is the fertilizer specialty for you? If you want to play casually, especially on a long-term server, and don't want a lot of pressure and price competition for your products, then this is a great profession. I can log in once a day, make some more fertilizer from the mats people have sold me, do a little work in upgrading around my homestead, then call it a day. Assuming that's all I want to do. It's probably not for a person that wants to play a critical role in the server's economic production, or someone that's trying to be very wealthy and buy everything they want. It's not that kind of skill. You will make money, but you won't be rolling in it. And if there's several other people that have taken the fertilizer specialty, you probably will have to start looking for other things to supplement your income. But that hasn't stopped me from giving away a free copy of ECO, and I'm here to announce the winner. And the winner of the ECO giveaway is Black Wolf. To redeem your prize, just send me an email to my business email you'll find on my channel's homepage. After that, you'll get set up with a game key and be playing ECO in no time. You can search for the Dad Speed server to join an active community to test out your new game key. And if you like ECO, you may also like my latest Farming Simulator 25 series that I just started, and can follow me trying to create a farm in hard mode from scratch. Till next time, take care, and I'll be talking to you later.